No intro. Oh, I'm sideways. And it's out of focus. Wow, what a great intro. Not only am I late as fuck, but then also on top of that, I didn't even turn the screen in the back on. This is pretty 8 so far. No intro, baby. We're just gonna get into it. Fuck it. Fuck it. You'll record it and we'll do it live. Fuck it. What's his name? The guy that did that? I saw him on Tucker recently. Not that I watch Tucker. But I saw him do an interview. Bill O'Reilly. There you go. Bill O'Reilly. That was a great one. And I could see that. A lot of people gave him shit for being that angry. But we've all gotten that angry at dumb, insignificant shit. So there's no point to chastise a guy like Bill O'Reilly. The only thing you can give him shit for are those gross messages he sent. Which I've never sent a voicemail that was sexual in nature, because I know that probably could come back and bite me. But because it sounds gross, especially the way he sounded, which is, oh, baby, I can't wait for you to take your clothes off. It was very gross, very grotesque. But like a message, we've all sent like a sexy message. Nothing wrong with that. Welcome, my friends, to the PigCast. We're here. We're queer.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
And we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Fuck it. Fuck it. I hate that I get... So I got some voicemails. If you want to leave a voicemail, make sure to look at the link in the description section below, or this bloodshed section. I realize that these live streams have become a little bit of a Groundhog Day. That it's just repetition, right? I have the same bits, the same byplay, the same jokes every time. I've retold the same stories probably about 100 times. I've realized that now when people know the punchlines to my stories, or they know that I'm going to say something like, man, I was so angry, I felt like punching a puppy. Like things like that people know that I've said these things over and over again. But today we're going to go through a bunch of stuff. We have some voicemails, as I mentioned before. We have some idiots on bikes, as you could tell by the title of this episode. Some cheating bitch, which didn't get as much attention as I thought it would. But I find scoops myself. So this is a PigCast scoop that I'm going to present to you. We have some dumb, actually not some dumb. I'm actually going to give you guys another technique here. As you know, this is a magic channel, and I do magic tricks. Whoa, where did the pen go? It's back. Where did the pen go? It's really gone. Where did it go? Maybe it's over here with the laser pen. Maybe it's inside of the laser. All right, let me reset my video drivers. So this is a magic-related channel, and I give you techniques based on magic. But no, today I'm going to show you guys a technique that could save your life in a fight. That could actually save your life in a fight situation. So I'm going to show you that, but it does come with a warning. Comes with a warning because you do have to have your due diligence when it comes to using this particular technique. Also, I found the account on TikTok, The Magician, that I hate every time I see, and drunk bitches. Drunk bitches. I've mentioned it many times that bored housewives are the ones that run the country. Right? Bored housewives are the ones that run the country, as are drunk bitches, because on both sides, right, left, it doesn't matter. You're going to have drunk bitches that are going to essentially run things and run things down to the ground. So let me look at your comments. I apologize. I don't want you guys to think that all the fame of having this channel has gone to my head, right? Okay, we have Gays for Gaza. Says a philosophic plumber, don't blame the messenger. Gays for Gaza. That's a thing. That's a movement. If you're not part of it, then...
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
You're the bigot. You're the bigot. Gays for Gaza. What do gay people in Palestine and weed smokers have in common? They are always stoned. I don't think they stone gays. I think they stone women. But they don't stone the gays. They just kill them. We're just going to kill them. Let me find that video to give you context here, because I can't just make a reference and then not show you the reference. And then that's stupid. If you want to set up a joke, you have to be aware of the joke. But unfortunately, last time I mentioned this individual, somebody had sent a DM to a friend of mine going, do you know who Sam Hyde is? We are just going to kill them. Let me see if I could find that particular instance and show you here. This, to provide some further context, is Samuel Hyde, Samuel Wickham Hyde, a I would say controversial comedian. Not really that controversial, but that's what he's referred to as. And he's done a TED Talk where he pretended like he was some sort of immigrant pirate capture survival victim. And he did a TED Talk. It was a TEDx talk, but he still managed to finagle his way and do this talk. And he was talking about what we're going to do with old people by the year 2070. So that's the context.
Guys, what's the one problem right now that's not going to be around in 2070? The elderly and the disabled. Because we're just going to kill them. We're just going to kill them.
That needs to be a drop. I think that I need to add that to be a drop on this channel. Now, here's the thing, right? And that actually provided a good thing, a good bit. For example, if you ever tell a joke and it doesn't hit, tell the joke again. Tell the joke again, and it's going to hit. Because the first time he does it, you laugh and you go, all right, you giggle. But then the second time he does it, it's just, to me, laughter emoji style of laughing. So I don't know which one to start with. I guess let me look some more comments to just make sure that you guys don't think that I'm just, fucking skipping through. Anthony says, wasn't he picked up Chris Ramsey's first thirds? Or you're talking about my motorcycle accident that I was picking up Daniel's Chris Ramsey playing cards, and a dumb bitch decided to run the stop sign and hit me on my motorcycle. Which, if I'm going to get a deck of playing cards, that's going to cause me to potentially perish. The last cards that I would like to have are Ramsey's cards, right? Not to say anything on Christopher Ramsey, but I'm saying I would want cards that are memeable, that are like meme-worthy cards. But if I die because I was delivering or picking up a deck of, or a box of fucking first playing cards, like that's lame. I want to be picking up Bing Wangs or cat playing cards, like the cat ones from I forgot what company in California that does the weirdest playing cards. Unbiased Magic Review says, welcome back to the channel. Says Unbiased. Steven Crowder is definitely gay. Still would repa a woman. Says Steve Brooksy. And he mentioned something in regards to the fiddlestick. Actually, I should mention this right here, I guess, right off the bat. G from Illusionist had sent me an email. He sent me a text message and said, hey, buddy, what's your address? And I go, that's disappointing because you had my address. You've asked for it many times. And here is what he decided to send me. And what I thought when I received this was that I thought I was getting an exclusive. I thought that I was getting something that nobody else in the world has had their hands on, which is the Fiddlestick 2.0. I have the Fiddlestick 1.0 over there, but this is the Fiddlestick 1.0 that glows in the dark. Look at that. Now you can't see it. Let me actually see if I could do this real quick. Let me connect to my light via Bluetooth. Could you imagine this is the world we live in now? That I could connect to my light bulb via Bluetooth? God, kill me. So let me turn this off real quick, right? To give you a little bit of a. This is what the preview is, by the way. If you're ever a woman and I decide to take you back home, this right here is what they sent me. As you can see, it glows. As a matter of fact, you're going to see the background because it's green. So it's going to get keyed out with the green. But they sent me this, and I thought that I was getting an exclusive. No, they've been selling these. They've had these forever. They just don't advertise it. So this is, I guess, the 2.0. It's the same thing. Although, I got to tell you, I'm very disappointed that they didn't consult me for the 2.0 edition. They just made it glow in the dark. It's still something that I guess my autistic brain is perfect. This is perfect for my autistic brain. And it's kind of the autism test where you get this and you think, whoa, this is dumb. What am I going to do with this? And then 3 hours later, after I'm done talking about I'm done analyzing the slider, I've moved on to the worry stone. You realize a little bit about your mental health. But I had an idea for a fiddle object that I pitched to Illusionists. And they said no. They said no. I wanted to be the guy. I wanted to be the guy. After clowning on this for so long, unfortunately, they said no, which is disappointing because I think it was a good idea. And I'm trying to take advantage of the autistic demographic, which is a lot. And they have a lot of money to spend because they go to Disney every month. So why not take some of that Disney money and have them buy something from me, like a fiddle thing. I don't want to tell you what the idea was, so you take it and steal it. But it was a very good idea and useful. A very useful one. Karsten Top says, I'm late. I was late, so that's fine. Let's see. A fiddlestick is a must-have for magicians so we could finally stop touching ourselves. I think a woman would probably be the best bet for that. What's the point of the fiddlestick? It seems like another autism toy. You answered your own question. You answered your own fucking question. What's the point of this? This is life, dude. You're out here fidgeting, grabbing your keys. I know, grabbing whatever. Fidget with this. The light switch alone is enough for you to take your attention for hours at a time. Fuck. Let's hear a voicemail. Let's hear a couple. I've always get updates here, and I get annoying emails every time. But let's see this one. This one is from Nicholas Jordan.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
Now, here, okay, let me analyze this real quick. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, you're a good boy.
Okay. So, you see what Nicholas did here is that Nicholas, he threw a flashbang. Nicholas threw a flashbang at me there because he did a move that I do often, which is great. You go, oh my God, dude, did you see the deal on this house? Did you see they're selling it for like 10 grand? Yeah, right on the walk there. It's crazy. Look at this. And then I show them aggressively obese people having sex on my phone. That's the move that I do. Now, here's the problem with that. It's a double-edged sword because you show them, right? You go, hey, but I had to have seen the porn myself, so I get hit too. It's a flashbang. So Nicholas, dude, did there. Nicholas and apparently his significant other, he just said 3 dudes, is that he flashbanged himself because he had to look at the porn of 3 dudes banging and blowing and sucking and fucking sucking. So you got hit yourself, but you sacrificed that for the greater good. In this case, the greater good is to play what is ostensibly homosexual pornography, gangbang pornography for your boy Piggy. So I value your sacrifice, my good friend. Hungry and Hungover sent another one. So this was 4 days ago, Nicholas. So I hope that you've recovered from that. And Hungry and Hungover sent one 3 days ago where he said wasted. He said wasted. So let's see how this sounds.
Yo, what's up, PigCake? Yo, dog. This is going to be my Fool Us audition. All right. So I hope everything works out. Grab the nearest deck closest to you and give it one-handed shuffle.
All right.
And give it one legit cut. And then spell out one card for each letter, Nancy Pelosi. And the next card after you spell...
Okay, so hold up. I'm going to do that. So Nancy, so Nancy, and then Pelosi. That's Pelosi.
The I will be black.
Okay, so the microphone fucked there. It was black, by the way. It is actually black. So you were right. You were right. And we know that because Nancy Pelosi herself, I believe after the George Floyd incident, took a knee very aggressively herself. So we know that anytime you take any deck of cards and spell out Nancy Pelosi, the card will end up being black. Because she takes advantage of blacks. See, okay, so that's some good voicemails so far. We've got a couple other ones that I guess I'll go through during the length of this particular stream. Thank you guys for your brilliance in addition to the show. I always wonder where I would be without the PigCake community, and clearly I would probably be better off. Probably be better off, more intelligent, definitely making more money. Definitely making more money doing something more stable. Which reminds me to check out my new book, The View from Down Here, The Art of the Squeal. Check them out, my friends. This one in particular, look at the cover. Look at the cover work on this particular one. Pretending like I'm DT in the cover of Art of the Deal, right? Nice little parody. Nice little parody. I forgot who I have to thank for that particular idea. So this one in particular, this first video, I guess let's get into whichever is the first one that comes up, which is Drunk Bitch. Drunk Bitch. So this is one that I guess I saw a little while ago. Now here's the thing, right? I don't want to be a hypocrite. I have partaken in drunk driving. However, if I'm doing it, I'm on a motorcycle. I'm not going to kill you if I'm on a bike. If anything, I'm risking my own life and my life alone. If I hit you going 90 miles per hour on my motorcycle and you're in a Honda Civic from, I don't know, 2000, like a 2000 Honda Civic with bad transmission, the likelihood is that you're going to see minor damage to your car. You're going to get a dent in your front. If it's the door, it might cave in a little bit. My damage is going to be catastrophic. So I'm risking myself. I'm not risking your life. It's different if you're in a vehicle. If you're in a car, I mean, if you're in some sort of, I don't know, a van, a Toyota, even a midsize, a RAV4, and you're hitting 90 and you run into somebody, it doesn't matter if they're in a car, you're going to do some damage. But me in a bike, I'm only risking myself. So I've risked it for the biscuit. I have driven drunk. I do admit. I apologize. I remember driving by one of my cop buddies, and I go, "Hey, man," and he goes, "Hey," and I see him there, and I go, "I'm kind of drunk," and then I speed off, which is kind of funny. And he didn't pull up. Well, he was in civilian attire, so he wasn't going to do anything anyways. I digress. So that's my argument there, right? I'm endangering myself, whereas this bitch right here, what is happening right here with this absolute cunt? So let me go to this one and show you the retardation of dumb bitches driving cars. Uber is cheaper. Don't drink and drive.
Hey, they're coming right now.
Go panic.
Wait, did you call the cops?
Yeah, they're coming.
Don't call the cops!
What do you mean don't call the cops? You guys are flipped on the side.
It doesn't matter!
It doesn't matter.
You're here to
It doesn't matter if you guys are drunk. What matters is you guys are okay.
Yes, but
Is everybody okay?
they're gonna take my car!
The car's done.
All right.
Cars flipped on the side.
All right, so let's analyze this a little bit more aggressively. Here we have a girl that has, I know a couple girls that have done this, by the way, and they were astonishingly drunk, and they didn't get a DUI. They didn't get a DUI, which is just, I would say, pussy privilege. But here in this case,
Hey, you're good.
her car is, I would say, perpendicular to the ground. Now, I don't know if you know this, if you've gone to math class, but when your car is perpendicular to the earth, you've done something incorrect. All right, you want it to go parallel to the ground. You want it to go in the same equidistant. If your car is doing this against the ground, you've done yourself a disservice. And her major complaint here is that they've called the police because they're going to take her car away. I want you to see the condition of her car. It looks like there's some sort of wound here, like somebody blasted it with a shotgun. And instead of caring about her own health or I don't know, her condition, they do mention that you guys are all right. So I think there might be another person in the car. And this dumb, drunk bitch, her first thing is my car. Oh my God, my car doesn't matter. Listen to doesn't matter. Listen to the fucking the Valley Girl dribble.
What do you mean don't call the cops? You guys are flipped on the side.
It doesn't matter!
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. God, this comes from a life of self-indulgence. That's what this comes from. This comes from a life of just, oh, you know what? I deserve this drink. I deserve this drink. That's what it comes from. Just this overindulgent, just from a place of nothingness, from an absolute place of nothingness. Now, again, retardation. Am I the pot calling the kettle black at this point? Am I? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section if I'm the hypocrite here, because I'm somebody that has partaken in driving, but never a car. I'm always driving a motorcycle. And I don't do it blackout. I don't do it like this bitch. I do it when I'm a little bit tipsy. If I'm a little bit tipsy, I park my bike. I'm going to ride my bike home. Why not? Although I do get a little bit more ballsy when I'm tipsy riding my bike. That's when I decide to push the limits of my motorcycle. Let's see what the comments here say. Let me move this a little bit closer. Manel says, at least he's not the one with homies kissing on the phone. That's true. That's true. But you did send me that. You did send me that yourself. So you took the bomb yourself. Disturbing. I will never stop touching myself, says Corn Pop. My uncle used to play the fiddle. Last time I saw him was 40 years ago. That's odd. I didn't know Portugal had such harsh laws against Uncle Diddlers. Hane says, I too could connect to your light bulb. Those things are easy to hack. If you could connect to this light bulb, I'll be very impressed, considering it's Chinese shit. Bluetooth, like it's not a Wi-Fi enabled one. So the distance is very minimal. Unless maybe you connect to my phone that connects to that. But that's too much work to turn a light bulb off. Don't feel bad, Manel. Piggy was 22 minutes late himself. Yes, I was 22 minutes late myself. Danielle says, on my phone. In regards to her boyfriend, her significant other, mentioning or looking at pornography to try to get me. I remind you, this is what it sounded like.
Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a good boy.
Now, let me ask you, was that the load? Was that like the final load in it? Was that what that was? If not, if it is, thank you, because at least you got me the money shot. Threesomes are only 69% as good as regular sex, says Steve Brooksy. I believe that's a math joke. Let's go through here. Make sure you drive as erratic as possible to Korean pop, so everybody knows to stay away, says Karsten Top. Bro, it's not the vehicle you're in. It's the alcohol in your blood. Somehow that makes me feel like that makes me want to drink and drive more. That particular text. Sorry, I got 2 texts here in a row, which scares me. That usually, whenever I get 2 texts in a row, I'm like, okay, great, my mom's dying. Perpendicular. She did an oopsie doopsie. If you have to drive drunk, drive as fast as you can so you're not on the road as long. That's great logic, Corn Pop. Toby Righty says, if you crash into a Honda Civic and flew across the hood, the car owners would think that the little action figure they hang from the rearview mirror fell off. All right. So here is... I hate that you baited me for this, but... Toby writing, you have earned yourself a pin of shame. We're all going to laugh and point at your stupid message. At your little dumb message. Oh, what are you, Peter Turner? Huh? Oh, Piggy, are you okay? Are you okay, Piggy? Like, let's see where this is going to go. Okay, no, because I saw an article that you got into a car crash, and he sends me fucking midgets. An article about midgets. Sorry, that's their N-word. I didn't mean to say that. Jobu says, to be fair, my friend died. He's longboard from a motorcycle. Oh, died on his longboard from a motorcycle. Ugh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that if you had a vehicle, I guess scooters, if I run into you on a scooter, like one of those little, and I'm on a bike, you're probably dead. But I'm not going to hit a scooter. That'd be dumb. Or on a longboard. What? Also, the longboard. Were you on the street? Were you crossing at that point? Or you doing that thing where you see traffic is chill, so you try to go over the road a little bit? So there's some factors there. Nicholas says, since I just turned 21, can you give me some good drunk driving tips? I can't, because I could only give you good advice on a motorcycle, driving a motorcycle drunk, which I could only tell you from experience. And now here's the thing, right? I ride a cruiser. I don't ride a crotch rocket. My bike, I could probably push it really fast, but also due to miscellaneous carburetor issues that I have not yet addressed, because I fixed my carburetor myself, I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it, but I do get a little bit more lenient when it comes to my if I'm tipsy on my bike. So I'll be a little bit more prone to dropping my knee on the bike. If I had a crotch rocket, I'd probably redline that bitch. So it's good that I don't have a crotch rocket. So my advice would be don't get a crotch rocket. But drunk driving in a car, I would say don't do it. Never do that. That's dumb. I can't tell you how many times I've partaken in being in a car with a person that was drunk, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna Uber. I don't want to deal with this shit. You're irresponsible to yourself and the people that are in your car, especially to this point. And I've gotten into really heated arguments with buddies because fucker is like, dude, I'm gonna drive you. Let me just, I'll be the one. Let me get in their car, and he goes, all right, but let me just get inside real quick. And then he gets inside and then he doesn't get out and he's a piece of shit. I'm like, all right, fuck. So I've been in situations like that, which are very annoying. Finally got into my dad's safe deposit box. Now I have a bunch of cool old coins. I even have a few Kruger rants worth each $2K. I don't know if to believe that. That seems a little bit, what's very specific. A few Kruger rants worth $2K each. Well, if you have too many, I have a P.O. box. But that's kind of nuts. Unless you're joking that you got into your dad's safe deposit box, like you, what do you call that? Killed him and then got into it, like some sort of 41st 48 issue. But congrats then, Corn Pop. BFT is still the king of voicemail so far. I look forward to it being beaten for second place. That is true. He's referring to, of course, this one.
Big fucking tits!
That just makes me happy. That makes me happy. Of course, reference to good old Anthony Cumia, who I believe is recovering from a heart incident. Let's go here and see some other comments. Nancy Pelosi themed trick with suspiciously good probabilities, right? It's interesting that has some good probabilities when, despite only comprising 13%. Let's go through here. Am I a bad person for saying that now? Fuck. Pretty stupid on his part. Rip Chuck. R.I.P. Chuck. It was dark. He went around a corner, probably in the middle of the street. I'm pretty sure he was wasted. Okay. So it was a combination of a motorcycle, or unless your friend was the one that was doing it. Toby writing, you should be ashamed of yourself, making fun of Johnny Galecki's Munchkin brother. I'm not going to give it to you. I know you're baiting me. You're trying to fucking bait me. But I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give it to you. Ben Shapiro with the beautiful sister says, Hola PC. Just got here. Did I miss anything? Not really. Not really, because I started late. Unfortunately, I was in a phone call. And I decided to prioritize the phone call rather than the live stream. I guess this is the magic-related account that I followed that I hate. I don't follow it, but every time it pops up on my TikTok, I'm triggered. I'm just fucking triggered. That song, this is the rhythm of the night. Or as Cubans say, is it Reebok or Nike? Cubans, oh, what's that song that goes, is it Reebok or Nike? Is it Rhythm of the Night? This is the Rhythm of the Night. This is the account. This is the account. It gets me irrationally angry. Not because he's showing tricks, but it's dumb. He does the same videos, and he'll just repost the same videos over and over again. And then he used to do it before, but then now he's got like a hot girlfriend. And he puts the girlfriend more prominent to kind of get, more views, because you put a girl that looks good, you're going to get some more views. So this is it's eye aids. I don't want to play the song because it's copyright. He does this. He just shows, how other tricks are done. And he kind of does it like that Khalib guy, or that guy that got really popular on TikTok. But it's the same sort of like trap bait content. I don't know. Like, he's done this one about 100 times. This one in particular, he's done about 100 million times to show you how this trick is done with the same ruler or whatever. I don't get this one, by the way. I don't get this kid that shows up on one of these Got Talent shows and he just grabs a bundle of receipts and what's the point of that? What was that? Like, that's not a trick. That's just paper. Oh, I guess, here's my cup and I'm going to turn the cup into this. Let's see how he shows this one off. Wow, he actually has the whole bit. That's kind of impressive. I also hate these. I'm just ranting here. I fucking hate these videos that... Black people. these videos that's like, oh, I'm gonna do a trick for you, but you're here, and I'm gonna make the pen vanish. Watch, I'm gonna make the pen vanish, and you're gonna rate it. Oh, do you like it? Did you like it? What do you rate it? And then they obviously see the pen is not. I hate him. So this whole account makes me want to punch the nearest puppy. His girlfriend is hot though. I'll give him that. Very nice sort of European vibe. Not my type again. I've told you my type, but I'm not gonna, kick her out of bed. But definitely first, and she's the most prominent now that he's managed to land a significant other. But I don't know. There's something about those and this account in particular, and I blame those Asian guys that innovated. Those first two Asian guys that they did it, and when they did it, it was funny. Because they do the trick and then another guy would come in aggressively and rip the prop out of his hand and show you how to do it. That was a new style of video. And then everybody's done it to death and they copy it and it's never good. They never do it well. Let's go through here. How do you feel about the French rapper video I tagged you on Instagram? Well, I sent you a reply. As I believe I also sent a reply to Nicholas. My reply, when Manel says, pay attention. That's what Manel texted me. I regret giving you my phone number, Manel. That's a joke. You give me nothing but entertainment. Let's see what you sent me here. You sent me yeah, I recall this. I don't know if I could go to it on my Instagram here, but I'll show you. I'll show the populace, the PigCake populace, what I get tagged on. I don't know why this one in particular I was tagged on. But I guess maybe because of my affinity for jokes in regards to black penis, right? So let me go here and show you what I'm talking about. It's going to be a little bit small, but you get the bit, right? He's rapping, oh, and then his dinky's out. So little underwear's out. He's doing it with his underwear out. And then this comment says he's got his wee-wee out, which definitely deserves top-tier respect, considering it is a French rapper. So thank you for that. It definitely got me torqued. But I don't know. Every time I see those dumb little magic accounts, makes me want to go to the nearest elementary school. Let's see here. Hey, man, you want some rings? Says Pastel de Cerdo. Pastel de Cerdo, of course. A very gringo way of saying pig cake. And it's me. And what looks like to be a thumbnail for, I forgot whose video. Karsten, his dry humor. Who's calling me? Calgary, Alberta, Canada is calling me. Hello? 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 I'm going to say the word. Okay, they hung up. That's scary because they call that so that they try to see if you're there, if you're alive, and then that's how they know to rob you. Although from Calgary, I'm not really spooked. What's up, Pastel de Cuerpo? What's up, Pastel de Puerco? I too share the Cuban DNA, says Nerdy Fernie Magic. I lo siento, which is what every Cuban dad says when you tell him, hey, man, my friend's this guy. And they go, oh, lo siento. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you share the same DNA as me. I've been very racist against my own people as of late. Oh, God, every time I see like new Cubans, and I bond with old Cubans over our shared hatred of these new Cubans that are like my neighbors, that are just the worst types of Cubans, that they park their car on your lawn, like with their wheel on your lawn. They're loud, they're abrasive, they're classless, I guess. So I've been very racist against my own people. Steve Brooksy says, PC, I sent you a weird video. Well, I got some emails, I guess. This should be called the Mailbox episode because I've done nothing pretty much but look at Mailbox. So your voicemails, your messages. Let's see. Mike Legend here playing air violin. Let's see here. Blah, blah. Okay, you sent me Don Want and Unbiased in IRL. So this is apparently a video of Don Wand and David from Unbiased Magic. Is that what this is? Okay, let's see. I guess. Fuck. I hate to play this, but let's see what you sent me. It better be worth it. That shit better be worth it. Sorry, hold on. My friend says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard would I hit this? Probably an 8.5. Probably 7. Actually, you know what? 7.5. Too indigenous for me. So let's see what this is.
What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and spending a few moments of your day with me. Today, I've got an awesome performance I want to share with you of my friend Don Juan. Some of you are aware that I just got back from Vegas this past week. I spent a couple of days with Don. It was incredible. I watched him perform with his index nonstop.
That sounds very sexual. That sounds a little bit sexual. I don't know if that was the intent there. Oh, we spent a lot of days together in Las Vegas. That, if I say that, know that whoever I was with, we fucked.
For just tons of people in all different situations, and he showed me a myriad of different type of routine ideas, mentalism routines, magic routines that he's come up with that are totally out of the box thinking. And today, this video, this performance is an example of one of those out of the box ideas, which he's given me permission to share with you guys. And so it was interesting because I was able to see him perform like his standard routine over and over again. And
yeah, this is giving me I8. Let's go to...
Check out. Let's...
All right. Okay, so this is Don Juan. Okay, but this guy's the one performing.
So you have a choice, man. You have a choice between let's do a 7, a 9.
If this is an invisible deck, I already want to fight somebody.
You want to change it?
Okay.
Those are right. Take a look. Take a look. Come on. What the fuck?
Okay, so they did a little stooge bit here.
And Don is really just another path. So you guys can see how Don has put the spotlight on his magician friend Victor, and Don is really just another passenger. He's another.
Thank you for that. That was a fucking way too long for that. But that was good. That was good. I mean, I'm not going to shit on that. That was a good little bit. I always like when magicians help each other out in that capacity. But the only thing I would say if I'm going to be a virgin is I don't like these invisible deck presentations that are like, all right, so you black or red? Black, perfect. Now, would you like a high or low? High, okay. Okay, odd or even? Odd, great. So odd, you said high, and you said even. Odd, no, you said low. You said high. All right. So we have Jack. We have a 7, a 9. Those are odd, right? We'll name one of those. Like, just why? Why? Don't go through that whole process. It's retarded. You could have a color, you could have a suit, and then you could have a value. Hey, name a color. Okay, great. We have a color. He said red. Diamonds or hearts. Okay, great. Again, free choice. Name a value. Jack? Great. Jack of hearts. That's it. You don't have to go through this whole shit. And everyone fucking does that. It makes me want to punch a small, cute puppy. Is Don Juan the one that requires no introduction? Yeah, that's so funny. That's the best part. A man that requires no introduction. Like, I've never seen this guy my entire life. He's a very niche dude within the magic community, I guess. If you're on forums online, I guess people know him. Is this Don Juan from Don Juan fame? The Don Juan can't... And the index is great. I'm not shitting on the index. I'm saying the way he's presenting it. There's so much BS. We get it, dude. We get it. It's just shitty equivoke. But in this case, apparently you could do it with whatever cards. So it's not really equivoke for that. It's the index that he has. You could see the index is bulky. Go to the end of the video, says Steve Brooksy. Let's see. So if I go to the end of the video, I assume you mean the end of the performance. I assume that's what you mean, right? The end of the performance. Because here is the end. Oh, it's an alternative view. Yeah, and he is wearing those baggy dad jeans. Let's see.
Thank you so much for walking in front of me.
What? What even is that? Sorry, let's pay attention to the Karen here. Okay, so...
Thank you so much for walking in front of me.
What? You're in a public space, bitch. The fuck? Obviously, people are going to be walking to and fro. They're not going to see you recording. Oh, my queen, I'm sorry. I don't want to get in your frame. What? What the fuck was that? Yeah, it does seem pretty heavy. It does seem a little bit heavy, I got to say. Just looking at it, but he is wearing baggy-ass jeans. But still, very impressive. Very impressive, the speed and the accuracy that he has. So, can't really shit on him for that. The only thing I could really shit on him is for just the retarded approach that they had to this whole ordeal. You know, Kim Jong-un does card magic for his daughter. That's weird to know that Kim Jong-un at some point could potentially have seen a PigCake video. That'd be dope. I always wonder, like, what if I'm really popular in like a weird village in like Africa? What if, right? Or what if I sing really well, but in a language, again, from some sort of remote part of Central America? Like, that'd be hysterical to me, but unfortunately, I'll never find out. Same thing with this. Let's see. You could see the index is really bulky. I guess we looked at that. Demand I need to know introduction. The advocate is perfect. I don't see the need for all these indexes. I'm not familiar with that one, but I know that it's from Danny Maddie. I'm sure I've probably seen it in passing, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of indexes. When I got that one, I'm like, this is good. This is great. I mean, I can't imagine what else would be needed in an index. And then you have other ones that 2 pockets, and then you have the Don Juan one, which is really, really quick, but you can't put a card in palm. It's like, oh, okay, well, there's a lot of shit. 30 watching now. We did it, boys. That's funny, says Steve Brooksy. But I don't get it. I don't get what I'm more pissed off by the tone of voice from whoever that girl was. I assume recording. I don't know if that might be a significant other of this guy, of David or whatever the fuck, but thank you for getting in my shot. It's the same type of attitude at those girls in the gym that they set up a tripod and they're like, well, why'd you get in my frame? Well, maybe because you're in a place that's public. People are coming in and out. So obviously somebody's going to walk in your frame. And from their face, it's obviously they didn't do it on purpose. My goodness. Google Play. All right, thank you for that. And then, how bad do you have to be to share Uber Eats shotties? That's funny. Yeah, that's when you know when you're down bad. When you're looking at Uber Eats pics of girls and going, damn, that one's a hot one. See any more comments here that I skipped. Now I want to hear someone singing in one of those African clicking languages. That's true. I saw a video the other day of it was I think Australians, and you had an Australian and Aboriginals singing, and the Aboriginal sneezed at some point while they were singing, and it was just a funny I guess difference between both of them. Let's go and see the next one here. I guess this is one that I guess this is the one that comes with a disclaimer. So this one, I have to warn you guys, this technique that you're about to see here, I saw it and I considered buying a gun. I no longer need to buy a gun because of this. So I want to share this power with you guys because, well, guns are very expensive and you want to be able to defend yourself safely. So this is what I saw to be a wonderful technique in order to get a KO. In any situation you find yourself in, a knockout. That's lingo that they use in fighting arts. Knockout, KO, right? So here's that. I know a lot about you, like why you're watching this ad. And it's specifically because you've looked up magic tricks. Well, hey there, my name's PigCake, and I've been doing magic trick tutorials on YouTube for the better part of 6 years. And I'm here to tell you about the PigCake Magic Academy with over 1,200 videos already uploaded, designed to make you an expert magician. You get access to all the content the moment you sign up, and I'm uploading every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today. Just look at that list of moves, tricks, ideas that you're gonna get access to the moment you sign up. It doesn't end. As a matter of fact, I could stop talking completely, and the list is still gonna keep going. Just look. So check it out, the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is going to be below. I go with you, but I'm stuck in this video. But I'll wait for you to go ahead and click it. Go ahead. You know you want to. I lied to you. I lied to you. That was an ad. I cut to an ad. So here's the technique.
I do not recommend you do this. Remember, you reap what you sow. Do this only as a last resort in the octagon. So, you got this one guy you want to put down real quick. So, I would go either back fist, then elbow to the head. Or, if you're left-handed, like some people would go, then back face to the face and follow up with a elbow to the side of the head. Now remember, you reap what you sow. See you around.
Respect. So just letting you guys know a little technique there. I know sometimes you consider having some other form of, guns is an issue here in the States, right? You put a gun on the table and you can't imagine how much calamity a gun could do on its own, right? It's crazy. So fists are something that you're going to have on you. Sometimes you're not going to have a gun on you. And if you have a gun on you, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're probably a racist. So that was a good one. And I recommend... you definitely want to cross your arms like that, like the way he showed. So I know that at some point he does this. No, you want to cross your arms like he does, because that gives you more sort of a sweeping action for the back fist. So you don't want to give a tell that you're doing a back fist. So here, look at that. I don't have to move. I could just, I have a more range to my back fist. And then you could come in. They're distracted by the back fist and you already come in with your elbow. And at that point, I mean, to be honest, you might have to explain to the cops that you are using deadly force, but you were using it correctly because you were afraid for your life. So you're gonna have to get a good lawyer. I'm glad to share that with you guys here. This one is one that I think I'm breaking here. I'm breaking this because from time to time I see videos on TikTok, and I dig a little bit deeper. I dig deeper than what people think, right? So other people, what they do is that they'll just look at the surface level. No. I'm always thinking at a third dimensional way. I'm thinking in different dimensions, more so than regular humans. And that's because my IQ is really high. That's because my IQ is massive. So I like to look into things. And this is one that I saw with a woman that was questioning where a little thing came from. A little clip, right? I don't use one anymore because my hair has been cut for a while, but a little clip that she found in her car. So this was the initial video. I guess I'll show you just enough to kind of give you the context here.
My friend and I got in the car and I'm like cleaning things out so she can sit here comfortably, and I find this clip and I'm like, oh, is this your clip? She's like, no, I've never seen that before. So I was like, oh, it must be my sister's. So I sent my sister a picture and I'm like, hey, is this your clip? Like, it literally looks like something that she would own. And she was like, no, I've never seen that before.
Also, Adderall, guys. Adderall's crazy. And so you already see where this is going, right? You see where this is going so far. She found a clip in her car.
Okay, whose clip is this? I just put on my public Snapchat story, hey, is this anybody's clip? I don't know whose clip this is. Nobody ever gets in my car besides my sister and my boyfriend. And then I remembered my boyfriend took my car to work last week because I needed his car because it's like a little bit bigger than mine. So I was like, hey, was anybody in my car when you had it last week? And he was like, no, nobody. I just drove to work and drove back. I'm like, okay, well, this clip appeared in my car. So I'm not sure where it came from. So if you're...
but the implication from Adderall Sandy here, I was close, Adderall Sarah. I was trying to combine both names there. Case in point, is that where did this clip come from? Where did this clip come from? It's not mine. It's not any of my friends. It was in my car that my boyfriend drove. Is my boyfriend cheating? And of course, we have all the comments. The clip is basically a "Hey girl" text, implying that this is one of the messages where you send, "Hey girl, kind of weird that this clip was in my car." This one says, girl, you already know the answer. You are way too calm. Again, all these comments are implying, let me just do this here to move myself. All these comments implying that, you know, the boyfriend's cheating. That, hey, man, you already know. Girl, check his phone. Check his social media and see if any of his friends are wearing it, says Jen Raz. Girl, check his phone. The other girl introducing herself without talking. Right, so we have all these videos or all these comments in regards to this bow and or this little clip. And at the end of this video, she doesn't provide an update. So later on, our girl Sarah decides to give an update on the clip. She gives an update on the clip because she found the owner of the clip. Let's go and check out the clip.
That has claimed ownership of the clip. This clip, thank God. Said she lost it when we went to the farm. It was August 12th. I've had my car cleaned professionally twice since then, and nobody found the clip. She is not a millennial, so I will stop assuming things about people. I was so calm because I was like 90% sure my boyfriend wasn't cheating on me. We've been together for 10 years. 5 years ago, I cheated on him. I know you guys are probably all gonna hate me for that. I was so miserable. I was literally in the worst place of my life. Before you guys even knew me. I've been to a lot of therapy since then. We've been to couples therapy. Now the healthiest, most secure version.
Me. Isn't that great when you're the one that cheats and the whole dialogue is just me? I was in a dark spot in my life. Let's see what well, hold up. She said some other ones here.
We've been together for 10 years. 5 years ago, I cheated on him. I know you guys are probably all going to hate me for that. I was so miserable.
I was so miserable. I was literally in the worst place of my life.
Before you guys even knew me. I've been to a lot of therapy. Then we've been to couples therapy. Now the healthiest, most secure version.
Now I'm the most healthiest, most secure person. The secure version of myself. And of course the comments are like, you did not waterboard this information out. You cannot waterboard this information out of me. That explains why you were so calm. It keeps getting worse. Bring back secrets, I beg. The scream, I scrome. That's a great one up here. The comment switcher from the last video is crazy. Yeah, because obviously now the comments are like, wow, okay. So you are a cunt. And then some other people are like, well, more people need to admit to infidelity and working through it. You're a cunt. That's kind of what that is. So it's funny at the end, again, the implication here. We talk about the kettle calling the pot black. And I found that one to be in particular. Of course, I left a comment that got no likes because I think I'm banned on TikTok. But my comment was, we do, Sarah. We do. Or we do, Sarah, in regards to saying, you probably hate me now. Yeah.
Of myself I've ever been. Our relationship's never been better. We actually just got engaged in July. I just forget all the time and still call him my boyfriend. Calling him my fiance just sounds so pretentious. Like 10 years of speech I need to unlearn. I'm also not very good at wearing my ring. I'm working on it and getting better every single day. I'm trying to remember to wear it when I leave the house. Thank you so much to everyone that tried to help me and offer your suggestion. For a lot of healthy suggestions, even more not healthy suggestions. It was actually a really fun comment section for one.
So this is the combination of what Adderall does to a person that's been taking it probably their entire lives. That's probably what it does to you. It gets you to a point where you talk exceptionally quick for no reason, and you make brash decisions, and you jump to conclusions. We shouldn't give Adderall to kids. I don't know why we give Adderall to children when your brain's not done developing until you're 25, and we're going to give you essentially speed. Let's give you meth as a kid and see if that helps you out. So let's look at the comments here. She has the eyes of a great white, but the hair clip, right, girlfriend? This chick has all the warning signs of a stalker. Instead of martial arts, you could also strip naked and sling your poo while acting unhinged. Yeah, that's also good. That's the Penn method from Penn and Teller, where you put, what is it? He almost got into a fight in a diner, allegedly, and he poured shit on himself. Not shit, but a milkshake. It was probably going to be a birthday present. That's funny. She was so miserable. She had to blow other guys, says a deadly sin. Yeah, that's my favorite part, right? Oh, no, babe, you don't understand where I was at that point in my life. I just had to, I don't know. I was so sad in life. My job. I just had to blow another guy. I just had his load all over my face. So I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. God, fuck. How much therapy, sweet cheeks? A lot, you say? Okay, carry on as you were. She's one. For the trunk of the car, says Iker. Iker. Simple. Hits hard. Iker, you are the pin of glory. Just for that one. That one's a good one. I gotta tell you. I felt like it had a Michael, like a Norm Macdonald sort of bit to it. Right? She's one for the trunk of the car. It had a sort of cadence to me. And then because of that, I'm giving you that. Steve Brooksy says, affirmation therapy. That is true. I know somebody who's seeing a therapist that is probably the worst person for them in their life. That's just like telling them to do things that are obviously not going to be good for them in relationships. And I find that funny how that rings true. Affirmation therapy. I'm just going to go to somebody who's going to affirm my shitty lifestyle. Let's see. PC, there's another video for social commentary in your inbox, not magic. So I'll look at that one now. I was so sad. Babe, I was so sad and tripped and I landed on his dick. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how. My pants fell down. I wasn't thinking. I just did it. No. Here's the quote that changed my life. Are you ready? It's going to change your life as well. When it slipped out, she grabbed it and she put it back in. I'm sorry to do it to you guys. But if you ever had an issue with infidelity in any relationship, which I'm sure we've all had to some capacity, some fucking dumb idiot that was not faithful to us, and they say, oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh. When it slipped out, she grabbed it and put it back in. Did she love you then? No, she didn't love you then. So... let's see. Look through some comments. We float down here. Says, if you're not a POS, you tell your partner that you're unhappy and we're moving on. There you go. Because if you're cheating, obviously the relationship isn't where it's supposed to be. So it's better off just to be a decent person and be honest with your partner and say, look, I'm sorry. I've had these thoughts. I'm thinking of other people. I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize a relationship. I think you're a wonderful person, but I don't want to disrespect you and do something that's going to hurt you more than this. So we're going to have to move on. So let's go through here. Some mailbox. Let me look at my Gmail. Apparently, I received another... I remember when I was doing ham radio with Daniel, we had the physical one, and which was so dumb in hindsight. Oh, yeah, people are going to send me letters. I maybe got 3 letters. Let's see. Here we have retarded prank, not magic. We have what is a video, gangsters in the hood. So again, these are all fake, by the way. These are all not real. Let me go to the YouTube link so I'm not showing you my inbox, which there's nothing there in my inbox that's worrisome. But maybe you don't want your personal email on the internet. So I'm going to be respectful to you. Let's go through here. And look at the video. By the way, you can see what's on my recommended. We have Costa Concordia Q&A from Internet Historian, a great channel. We have PigCake. That's me. Hey, Biker Magicians. And of course, a realtor. We have Nick, what's his name? Mick Rochford, going through homes. This is a way better stream than mine, by the way. He's going through homes on Zillow and giving his opinion. Those are phenomenal. So let's see this. These are fake, by the way. These are all fake. So I hate that you sent me these. Because you know that these are all planned and these are actors. And this got 1.2 million views. Like, yeah, it's a fucking...
told me trying to get active, homie. I'm just letting you know, my boy.
Trying to get active.
Where's the film? Hey, it's a video. Hey, it's a video, bro. Hey, chill out. Hey, it's a video. It's a video, my boy. Bro, look. It's a video.
It's a video. All right. Yeah, so that's fake. Thank you for that. That was a waste. Usually you hit, but that was a rare miss. So this is Teller's grandkid.
So I have a question in ASMR. It's No Nut November, but I'm struggling this year since my sister was just born.
That was Teller's grandkid, also known as not a pen name at gaymail.com. Let's see, Andrew. Andrew leaves another one here.
Yes, Mr. Cake. I was just wondering if Illusionist was aware that you'll be inevitably jamming a firecracker into Fiddlestick 2.0, lighting it and leaving it behind, in a busy Taco Bell.
That's funny. That's funny. Because I feel like you're accusing me of doing an act of terrorism because of my face and my name. That's racist, Andrew. I'll have you know that. That's very racist on your end to assume that I'm going to be strapping an incendiary device on this and dropping it off at the local Taco Bell. All right. I believe you're in Canada, so you could get arrested for that in Canada because they don't have rights over there. You can't make jokes. Is that true, by the way? Is that a thing? I know that they just made some in England. You could get arrested for a joke. I've seen a bunch of people on videos where the cops with no guns are coming up and telling people like, oh, you've made a crime of thought. I mean, what? I can't make black jokes online in England? All right. And I believe Canada might be similar. But I'm being an ignorant American. Here's Tellerson from Tellerson. I hate him at domain.com. C-U-M is what it's written as.
Hello, this is Tellerson. What is your favorite trick with a thumb tip?
I said, what's my favorite trick with a thumb tip? That's weird because you had the whole intro there that seemed like it was going to be a meme, and then you have a genuine question. You have a genuine question, which is odd. My favorite trick with a thumb tip. I got to tell you, there's so much. Not to be I was about to say the bad word. I was about to say the bad word. But the cigarette vanish is what is my favorite one. Cigarette and coat. Jeff Sheridan in his street performances had one where he would get a cigarette, he'd borrow a coat, he'd borrow a cigarette, and he'd put it inside of a borrowed coat. And of course, the whole bit where the smoke comes out and it seems like he burnt a jacket per se, and then he makes it vanish. I think that has to be the best trick ever with a thumb tip, just because everything seems borrowed. Oh, a cigarette. Obviously now people don't use that because we're not cool anymore. We don't use the English word for cigarettes. Insert that there. We're using vapes now. People use vapes, douche flutes. Ew. Go back to using cigarettes. We looked a lot cooler then. But you would borrow a cigarette, put it in a coat, make it vanish, and it looks cool. That's, I think, one of the best things that you could do. Going through some comments here. Piggy, look again. Hair clip Karen sitting in the passenger seat on her videos. That's odd. Why? So many questions. I think I've made that same mistake before, and I think what it is that the video is flipped. So when the camera records you, it flips it. I think. So that might be the bit that it does. So I think that's why it looks like she's in the passenger seat. I've made that same mistake before and being like, is everybody in England? Let's go through some of these. I'm writing a book through thick and thin. One man's battle with high odds and low women. I need Piggy to write the intro. Well, if I'm going to write the intro, I'm going to write it the way Peter wrote my intro, which is making fun of me and my height. Very aggressively. So I probably make fun of you and I don't know, your gay fucking username. I'm out here talking like it's 2016 on YouTube. Let's see here. If you cheated or betrayed someone close, I can't be real friends with you because if you do that to ones you love, I expect myself to be different, so I keep my guard up. I guess it says a lot about a person if they do cheat and take up infidelity. Different people have different reasons. But at the end of the day, again, she's not sorry that she did it. She's sorry that she got caught. It's not the first time. It's never the first time. So do keep that in mind. And again, it wasn't she wasn't thinking of you. There wasn't any love when she turned around, right? There wasn't any love when she got on top. Piggy, can you see? Sometimes your spell just hypnotized me. Let me just drop one of these for that.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
Piggy keeps playing with the autism stick. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm fucking autistic, and this is just near me. I'm convinced, by the way, my little brother is severely autism. And I say that without a joke. He's really autistic. He can't talk. And I think I split it because I have a brother, right? And we came out at the same time. Hint. And we didn't turn out retarded. But my younger brother came out retarded. So I'm thinking that I split the retardation. with my brother of the same birthday, and he took the retardation afterwards in full brunt, being born alone. So, let's see here. ACAB, all criminals are... What is that? What is that word? Oh, that's really funny. It's really funny. But I'm also going to say this to that.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Steve
be
Brooksy.
better.
It took me a while to get. I'm like, what are you talking about? All criminals are... What words? Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Speaking of blacks, I made a video a while ago on my live stream, or I made a live stream a while ago that was used in a compilation sent to all my potential employers and people that followed me on a channel by losers with no lives. And one of the statements that I made in that video was my aggression towards groups of individuals that ride motorcycles and dirt bikes and quads up and down the streets. Now, typically, and this isn't a racist statement, it's a statement of fact. They are Latinos and blacks. They're Latinos and blacks. And they're young teenagers. They're in their early 20s. And that was apparently used because that just stating the race of individuals that partake in crime is racist, which is just a great leap of logic by these absolute troglodytes. And I hate it. And every fucking weekend, you hear them just going up and down. They cut through traffic. They're weaving. And God forbid you and your car or other vehicle, God forbid you say something. Then you're going to be surrounded by 20 of them with fucking, helmets, and you're going to end up on the news. So, now, here is proof of that particular thing in the very city that I happen to call home, Miami, Florida. This was here in Miami, Florida. Let me put the comments up so I could read the comments as I show you this video to show you a little bit of my annoyance. Now, I'm already annoyed in general when it comes to traffic. I hate traffic. I hate just people driving like assholes. I guess you can't ignore traffic. It's going to happen to everyone. But when traffic is caused by utter retardation, that's when it just gets my blood boiling. That's when it gets me going to urgent care thinking that I'm having a heart attack. This is in Miami. This is right here, about 5 to 6 minutes away from my current residence. Look at the retardation.
Yo, we on I-95, yo. I mean, well, this ain't I-95, but goddamn. Man, we shut
Look at this. Nothing about this is cool, is fucking...
Not for real, yo.
Not real.
We outside for... That's Miami International Airport right there. Hey,
right
boy,
there.
We outside for real, yo. This how the fuck you come through, man.
This is how the fuck you come through. No, it's not. No, it's not, you absolute fucking troglodyte. This was right here with these bunch of fucking retards holding up traffic. God forbid, you're an ambulance driving through the highway. God forbid you say anything against this group, and they're gonna fucking kill you. They're gonna ram you up, and you're gonna end up dead.
Well, we outside
and nobody gonna talk.
Yo. This how the fuck you come through, man.
Not one license plate, I guarantee you. Not one fucking license plate. So dumb, so stupid. They're just holding up the fucking highway. If a truck comes in and he doesn't see it, he's gonna hit it. There's no point to this shit. And they drive up and down the street, just going in there doing wheelies. It's not gonna get you pussy. You're not gonna get any no girl is gonna see you in your dirt bike, modded dirt bike, do a wheelie, and go, I gotta fuck him. I gotta fuck him now. There's no way. Ugh. God, and this one, look at the amount of heads there are. We doing it big. No, you're not doing shit. You're holding up traffic. Bikers stop in this fucking Miami. Let's see what the comments here have to say. Bikers, since when are clowns on scooters, ATVs, and called bikers? Real bikers should be insulted. So this is a guy that obviously takes himself a little bit too seriously. What would be the goal here? That's so cool, ruining people's jobs, making sure nobody could get to work. Guy's so excited he's outside for the first time, but is blocking traffic and hurting local economy. Now, some of these guys go a little bit too more aggressive than normal, but it's so dumb. It's so retarded. This is funny. It must be nice being unemployed. Ugh. God, it's just the worst. And that happens that doesn't happen often, but every Saturday, Sunday, you just hear him going up and down the highways here, US 1, going up these streets, the bigger ones, I guess. And it's just the worst. Ill. Gosh, no, but I'm apparently racist for being annoyed at the fact that these guys come in and they do this little fun thing. They do this little fun thing where they play chicken with you, where they come towards you and then they dodge last second. They do that on bicycles, they do that on motorcycles or on dirt bikes, they do that on whatever the fuck motorized vehicle that they have. And then what? Then what do you fucking... So that pissed me off. Let's look at the comments here. Sorry, I apologize. I got into a whole tirade on the retards on bikes. Let's go through here. Funny how this kind of thing happens, much less in Arizona, Tennessee. I met some people from the group Black Hebrew Israelites. They support ham since they are the real Jews. I've seen them outside in Orlando. When I went there one time, I was getting hammered. I remember with some friend, and we kept going to country bars. And there's another trick, by the way, with shotties. Girls can't handle rum, and they can't handle whiskey. So if you want to make it seem like you're all, fucking like you'll drink anything, just get a rum and coke or a rum and whiskey coke and have them sip. They can't handle that. So they go, oh my God, that's crazy. And here's the other secret, right? I'm not going to tell you that move. Never mind. But maybe I have told you before my secret when it comes to instead of getting 2 drinks, you get 1 drink, but you get it something that she's not going to like. So now she's only drinking half of it and you're sharing the same drink. I've told you that move before. Life is a highway, says Manel, in reference, of course, to the song. Piggy, I bought a fidget cube from AliExpress for 79 British pence, as I'm autistic, but also not dumb enough to spend $20 on a piece of plastic that glows in a fucking dark and clicks. That is true. But I don't think these are not AliExpress. These are, they were obviously outsourced from my understanding, but Illusionist and Adam Wilber were the ones that designed this in particular. And then you have the other ones. I'm sure now they're probably sold in mass, these types of things. But I remember Illusionist, this is the first time I ever saw something like this. And I remember shitting on it on videos. For videos. But it's very funny that they ended up sending me one of these puppies. And I'm very upset that they said no to my pitch for a fidget item that's useful, EDC, right? Bottle opener and such. So let's see here. A flamethrower can change some lives. Manel says sounds like somebody wasn't invited to the party. Well, I have pulled up next to these people. I say these people again. It's not blacks. It's Latinos, blacks. It's a combination of it's not race related. It's retard related. It's a retarded issue. But you could see the demo there. And I don't look at them. And this is, by the way, when they decide not to run the red light. So it's very rare that you see them and actually abide by the rules of the road. They just skip it. They go between cars. They run the reds. They run the stops. It doesn't fucking matter. And I'm not being an old man yelling at the youth for having fun. They're endangering other people in mass. It's 10, 15, 20 people at a time doing dumb shit in traffic. Fuck. So I ignore them. I look forward. I look straight, because if I look this way and acknowledge them, then, hey, man, come around. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to partake in that. I don't even want to have that as a possibility. So I just look forward and I just stay there. And it's happened a couple times that I've pulled up to the same lights as them. I thought PigCake hated when people print non-playing cards on playing cards. I don't know what you mean by that. Xavier. Cameron says, she cheats when you put your fingers inside and pull out an ace. And then A Deadly Sin says, that deserves a pin. That does not deserve a pin. That's not pin worthy. It's funny, but it's not pin worthy. Going through some comments here. I'm sorry, I'm sitting on a book. So I'm very uncomfortable. Toby Writing says, I'm really enjoying this evening's stream. Top quality nonsense from PC and chat. Isn't that great? A good a good acolyte as to why people should watch these live, because you interact. It's fun. It's a back and forth. It's an interactive show. That's the whole point of these. Ditto. Late to the party, no notifications. It says Ed Blitch. You see what YouTube's doing? They're holding the man down. I'm the man, and they're holding me down by not showing my notifications to people that click on it. A Deadly Sin says, are you blitching? Which is funny. That's good. Let's see. Pig, do you know or met any hoes that are extremely into the Dolphins? Oh, extremely into the Dolphins? Like the team? Or the Dolphins, the animal? Because I know dolphins fuck for pleasure, from my understanding. So maybe you could have some weird chick that's into dolphin fucking. But I don't know girls that are too into dolphins. I know some hoes that are too into University of Miami, which I don't know. I love driving by the campus. They have a shop by there that I frequent. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful girls that go there of age. H Syndicate says they says they used to be a lot cheaper. I don't know if you're talking about the fiddlestick or the topic that we're talking about, H Syndicate, but you can't talk about them that way anymore. It uses the name Ali, but puts the Uyghurs in summer camps, says Steve Brooks. The illusionist butt plug. I'm generally racist. Says Manal. That's great. Organ donors. I don't think anybody would want their organs, to be honest. Fun story. The first PigCake video was the first fiddlestick video. That's funny. People found me from the ad that I made. I spent quite a lot of money that technically stole my credit card. So I was talking credit with a friend of mine, and I have one credit card, but I'm very good with it when it comes to paying shit off. But unfortunately, I had to put certain things on it throughout the years that are aggressive. One was ads. I paid for ads for the channel, and I got a lot of eyes on my channel. And the other one was teaching classes that you needed to pay, which is great. Nobody told me that when you're a teacher, you're required to pay for the classes that are part of your certification. I thought the school reimbursed you. No, they don't reimburse you. So I put that. So I don't have student loans, but that was annoying. I think it was like $5,000. I used to be extremely racist. Then I moved to the hood. That's the part that's interesting, right? That's a joke, corn pop, but I think that would make a lot of people open eyes, per se. Don't be so harsh on a cheater girl. It was so hard she could bear not to suck, says Steve Brooksy, talking about before. Steve's second strike. Pastel de Cerdo says this one's going in the compilation. Fuck. Great. I'm glad that I've added some new content. I'm gonna head out. Piggy, don't text me again. Take care, guys. I know groups of hot girls that like the Dolphins, but they're too clicky. Oh, come on. Dolphins? They make clicking noises. Oh, never mind, says Toby writing. A rare miss. A rare miss, Toby. Let me see if I got any more mail from the mailbox here to see if I got any more voicemails. I don't got any more voicemails, which is a good sign. That means that I've gone through all of them. And let's see my topics here. So bike idiots, cheating bitch, UFC champ, magic hate, and drunk bitch. It's funny that I started off this thing talking about drunk bitches and how sometimes I've ridden my motorcycle drunk. But again, I'm only a harm to myself. I'm not riding in groups of 15 to 20 people. And I'd only be a harm to myself, because if I do something drunkenly like an idiot, I'm going to hit a sign. I'm going to end up hurting myself more than anything. These guys are going around in groups where they're playing chicken with cars, they're weaving between traffic, they're revving up their ATVs, they're fucking doing dumb shit, running reds. So, I don't know, gotta say, that's definitely a different thing, and really retarded. And you see, oh boy, I'd be screaming. Oh, I wouldn't be screaming because I would like to live, but I would be screaming internally if I was in that situation with so many people there. Just quit your blitching. But I think that's a stream. I might do another one tomorrow on Wednesday. I know usually I do them Wednesday, Thursday, but today I thought, let's do one on Tuesday. I made a video today for a trick, which I thought was a fun one. And yesterday I did one on this thing, I believe, if I recall correctly. Did I? Was that the fiddlestick? My days are becoming a blur. But I'll definitely do one on Wednesday. So look out for that particular stream. I guess some advice seen by these videos, or what I've talked about today. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. If the opportunity is there, don't cheat. Doesn't matter if they're never going to find out. Things manifest themselves in ways that you're not going to be aware of because your brain is amazing in the things that it does. So you think that you're going to be able to cover it? No. Things are always going to manifest themselves somehow. So don't cheat. And if you're with a cheater, leave. Because once a cheater, always a cheater. And that's always going to harm the relationship. It's never going to be anything that's going to be fixed. They're always going to have, let's say your relationship was 100%. She cheats or he cheats. Now the ceiling is now 80%. Because you've gone. That 20% is now gone. You're never going to have the same level of trust that you had in the beginning. So it doesn't really make any sort of sense there to stick around, considering the entire premise of the relationship is compromised. Sorry here. Let's see what else. Read the... Read the manifesto, says Magic Buzz. Fuck. That's a great way to end it. Nicholas and I have a voicemail for you tomorrow. Yeah, I want to sound if Nicholas has a catch and if you sound attractive. So, Nicholas, make sure that she puts on her phone sex voice for that one. But apart from that, Nancy Pelosi is doing insider trading, I guess, is my other bit of advice. Just ridiculous. And she can't keep getting away with it. Rock on and keep the magic strong.
Big fucking